Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. As always, I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and rebuild the factory. I went ahead and tore it down in between episodes because I wanted to go ahead and rearrange everything, and so that's what we're going to end up doing today for the most part. And hopefully we'll be able to get the Dyson Sphere at least somewhat started today as well. So anyways, this tower here is going to be running stone and iron. That's going to be making stone bricks, glass, magnets, and iron. As we need to, we're going to expand the furnaces out further, maybe one or two more units. So another 10, 20 furnaces on each line, depending on which items we need more of. I think we're going to need a lot of iron. Maybe the magnets is going to be good. The glass is probably going to be good. And the stone things are probably going to be good. So this is probably the only one that's really going to get expanded out further, but this is all going to terminate into a tower. That tower is going to carry the stuff over to the assembly lines where it needs to go and use up the items like that. So yeah, let me go ahead and start cracking on the time lapse here. Okay, so we went ahead and did that. We didn't finish everything off. We still need the oil stuff, right? The plastic, the crystals, the graphene, sulfuric acid. We need those 5 items. And then I think that's it for this page. And we also need these 2 items. All of this stuff I'm not going to automate. The furnaces and the mines and stuff like that. If I need them, I'm just going to go ahead and take the items out of the towers that I need and then just craft it together because we'll have the stuff on hand, so the crafting time won't take too long. It'll just be the crafting of the items themselves. I don't want to take up any more space putting these things in. So yeah, that's how we're going to do things. We have these things being made, right? These vertical launch systems. We need those in order to launch these things, and those things are in order to send these things up into orbit, I believe. So if we can go ahead and grab a couple of those, or you know what, actually 2, we also have the stuff to go ahead and make one of these guys, or a couple of these guys if we want. But we're going to give that a try real quick, see if we can get one of those up as well. Let me grab the materials here because they're all in the towers now. I connected everything in, so everything's being redistributed back into the system here. I don't have any of the ores coming through just yet, except for silicone and titanium, whatever I had in a chest over there. Iron and copper and coal is not going through the system yet. I want to use up what we have in our storage over here on the side before I plug all that stuff back in and start like clogging up the system to where we're not actually using the stuff over there. But let me go find these items. This whole side of the planet right now, all of these assemblers, all of these... Well, I think it's just assemblers on this side. They're not actually plugged in. They're not plugged in, and they're not conveyored. I ran out of conveyor belts, so I'm gonna have to craft up a whole bunch of those by myself here as well, just to go ahead and get everything back up and running. But yeah, let me go find the items here real quick because we're gonna get a couple of those things up and running before we call it an episode today. Okay, and with those things crafted up, let's go ahead and see what these do. So we need this thing, I believe. Ooh, that's pretty big. That thing is huge. So now we built one of these things.
Now you can use it to construct the main structure of the Dyson sphere.
Cool. Go away, Robot Man. So we need to load drones into this thing. So we're gonna put one for right now, just in case this thing is like a one-time use. I don't want it to just like vanish, and I'm not gonna have a drone anymore. You know. Let's see. Rocket launch speed 5 a minute. Total structures parts 0. So I believe it's this area here. So we can either leave it default, right, which is this one here. But I don't know if we're supposed to have the swarm on the inside of it or on the outside of it, because on the defaults here, we have the default swarm orbiting it instead of being inside of it like I have mine currently set up. So let's see if we can go ahead and do this. Is this going to let us... Can we go smaller than 7,000? We can. So we can use our own thingy. Let's go ahead and set it to 0. Longitude 0. I don't know what any of that's gonna do, but just set it to 0 just so we can keep it in mind. So we can set it to 4,000. Can we set it even smaller than that since we can type in numbers? 2,000? No, 4,000 is the lowest you can go. Okay. So we have the orbits at 7,000. Do we want to push it to 5,000 maybe? So that there's only a 2,000 meter gap thingy. We'll try that, right? I don't know what the optimal setup for one of these things is, so we'll try 5,000. So now that's set. Did my game just crash? Nope, it didn't crash, but it took a second to come out of that screen for some weird reason. Okay. Idle no demand. So I want you to go here. Oh, maybe we have to do this stuff too? Latitude, too high, stress system. So we can put one there. Again, I don't know what the optimal spacing on these are, but I'll just go ahead and put one every line, or every main line here instead of every little tiny cube line. Whoop. Our research is also grinded to a halt. I need to craft up some more researchers because I used them all in the setup for the cubes there. But I went ahead and laid down. Oops! I went ahead and put down another. How do I get rid of you? Oh, probably the remove button. Genius. But yeah, I went ahead and laid down another big tower, right? The one with the 5 slots, the planet-to-planet towers, so that we can go ahead and move all of our cubes to that. And then on the other side of the planet, where we have that line of stuff that isn't powered or connected just yet, there was an open space. So I went ahead and put the tower there. We're gonna go ahead and have like maybe 2 to 4 towers worth of research things just eating up the cubes, and that way we can go ahead and just like go through the research here. So we put all these things down. I don't know what these are. It won't let me put them anywhere else. It tells me too high of a stress thing. I'm guessing once we research it, we can go ahead and put more. This is also too stressful. That's too stressful. I don't know what the difference between these things are. That turns off the grid completely. Okay. We can change it to this view as well. Change it back to that. So now we have a... What is this even called? I don't know what that is. A weird geometric layout. Triangle mode. I don't know. This is normal like grid mode. But okay, so let's see. We don't have any of these things, I don't think. I don't think we do. It's doing it again. Let me out of the screen, please. Do I need to save changes before it lets me leave this screen? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. So 720 pieces is what it needs. So let's see here. Is it these guys? Dyson sphere components. Let me go grab these guys, because we have like 50, I want to say. I don't think we have very many of those. I think they're right over here, actually, in a chest. We have so many drones up in the air right now, delivering all of our stuff to the other towers. My game is kind of struggling right now. Let's see. I'm going to go try and find those. I should have grabbed them a second ago, and I totally forgot about it. It's just a matter of finding where exactly I put those, because I genuinely don't remember. Okay, so we had 212 in our system there. They were just sitting on the line because we don't have the arms connected in. But it looks like we have to arm this stuff in. We can't just shift click it in, and I can't conveyor directly into it. So we might have to just set this up near a conveyor belt. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and put 5 in it right now. We're gonna arm it in. Right, and then we need power here. I have the power tab thing disabled, so I can't see it telling me. But okay, so that's that. Is it taking the stuff out of here? We put 5 in there. It's not taking anything. It didn't take anything. Where are you going, Mr. Spaceship? Because you didn't take anything with you. Are you just going to put something on the star? Where did it just go? It's coming. Is it going to like separate and each ship is its own little Dyson part? Is that what this is? It probably, you know what? Robot Man probably told me, to be honest. Oh, okay. So it is the piece of the Dyson sphere. So the components aren't part of the, at least I don't think they're part of the thing. But for right now, it doesn't seem like it's part of a thing. So these are the spaceships. So they just turn into the big node thingies that we place down. How does that come out to 720 pieces then? Because that's what this thing said, right? 1 out of 720. So let's go ahead and take these guys back. Those aren't what we need. Let me just go ahead and dump all these guys in. So we had, what is that, 34? We had 35. Let's go ahead and do that. We only have one of these launch pads right now, so it's going to take a second to launch all these. But, it's launching again. Which orbit is this going into? It is going into the custom orbit. Okay, never mind. So I don't have a screen to pick an orbit from it, but it is indeed picking the one we set. I also noticed that it's also generating power, right? It's generating 92.8 kilowatts right now. So I wonder how much this one's going to do. Is it also going to do 92.8? Effectively doubling it. So let's see. This one's loading in right now. It's 185. So yeah, right? So yeah, okay. So let me go check my node thingy up on the North Pole here, or South Pole. Which way am I going? I'm going this way, right? Our receiver, is it receiving any power or not? It currently is not receiving any power. So is the... Do I need a swarm in the air in order to take the power from this? Because we are generating power. 500 kilowatts right now. And only 4 of them are up. And I don't know if these things despawn. Do they despawn? Structure point. What? Shells maintains? Frames maintains? I don't think that's right. Okay, so that one's... So they're all generating different power. So this one's on its own. It's generating 92.8. The one in the center here is 92.8. This one here is 278. And this one's 278. So... I don't know what that's about. And where are the other drone things going? Because they're... He's parking in the same one. Where are you going? It's going into that one again. Why? Is that how it comes out to 720 of these things? Is this number going to change to 2? 2 out of 0 out of 30. So what do we have? 24 of these structure nodes. So times 30, is that 720? Is that how it comes up with that number? Okay. Well, regardless, we don't have the drones. We don't have the drones to fill it right now, but we do have enough to get up there to see what it's like. I don't know. Yeah, again, I don't know how we get power from this. Unless we do need a swarm to go ahead and transform the power back to something we can use. But the swarms despawn after a while because they have a lifespan. The frame, keep launching small carrier rockets to the nodes will facilitate the corresponding frame construction. Okay, so maybe even though right now it's generating power, technically we can't pull power from it maybe until it's a full shell. Maybe. I'm not sure, but I guess we'll see. This is something that's gonna. Oh man, it's gonna need a lot of work here. I need to finish off a lot of this in between episodes. I try to make this a whole thing, like a time lapse thing. I ran out of space a lot sooner than I thought I would, to be honest. I thought I could fit everything that I had down to begin with, but I didn't really achieve that. Oh man, the frames. But yeah, we're gonna probably remove this strip down the center of the planet, because in the tech tree there is another power generating thing. I'm trying to go toward the sun. Dang it! I keep orbiting around planets. Oh, you know what? No, let's not go toward the sun. What am I doing? Slow down. We have this thing. Let's go ahead and land back down really quick and see if we just send it through somehow on here. Let's see. We need the tower. We need this thing. We can't do anything with it. Okay, hold on. Let me empty the inventory real quick, just in case we die. I don't want to lose my stuff here. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and fly into the gas giant here. I don't know if we're. I don't know how else we're supposed to put this. How else we're supposed to put this thing down. So let's just see if we can actually land on it. I'm supposing we can. Okay, yeah, so we enter into sail mode, so we can't actually walk on it, but we're just hovering above the surface. Okay, so that makes sense. It's just like a big ocean. So let's go ahead and plop one of these guys down, or the only guy that we have. Where is El Equator? Let me find it really quick. Let me see here. I can't open the build menu while on this planet. Okay, that's not cool. Let's go with this one again. So I'm guessing it's probably this one, right? Maybe. Maybe not. Can we go any faster? We can't go any faster. Okay, whatever. We'll just put it here. We'll move it around as we need it, I guess, if we need to. Okay, so this is going to start sucking up the gases on this planet, which is going to be, I believe, hydrogen and deuterium. Okay. So the more of these we have, the less of the stuff we actually need on the planet, right? We don't need the oil breakdown thing. Actually, we do, because we need sulfuric acid. But we can just burn off the hydrogen, I guess, or somehow delete it. But anyways, the deuterium, I don't know how to say that word, is the thing that needs the particle colliders, I believe, to go ahead and be made. Particle collider, yeah. So we need a particle colliders for that, and they're kind of pricey. They're like 12 million watts a cycle. So we can just lay down a whole bunch of these when we get them to kind of offset the need of having to run those, I suppose. But this looks pretty cool. Can I turn that screen off? I can. That looks pretty cool. So how do we get this back to our planet? Because we can't put this into, we can't put any drones in that. So I'm guessing we have to put one of these guys down, the interstellar logistic systems, because they have the planet-to-planet little trading ship thingies. So I'm guessing those have to come here and load up on this thing and then leave. They don't get to stay. But it also doesn't look like it takes any power, so that's cool too. Let's go ahead and head on over to the sun really quick, and let's see if, well, we can see him from here already. Let's see if the things are despawning. I don't see a lifetime for these things, so I don't know if they actually do despawn. But if they do, not great. But if they don't, then we have the beginnings of basically just superpowers right now. Let's see if we go into, is it this screen? No. I'm trying to slow down so we can kind of get close to the stuff. Let me pull this screen open. Nope, not that one either. What screen is it? Dang it. Oh, it's the research screen. Genius. That's what I'm trying to look for. Let's see. So Dyson sphere node, latitude upper limit 0 degrees. Anything else Dyson sphere related? I do not see anything, so maybe not. Can we do anything with these things while we're here? Like, can we interact with them? Can we fly over here and manually load the things? No, we cannot. These things are huge. That is pretty cool. Okay, so I mean, this thing's gonna look even cooler once it's completely like filled in, if it fills in, I guess. Can I catch back up with this thing? It's traveling pretty quick. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the planet. I think that's gonna go ahead and be it for today's episode. Again, it might be a little bit shorter than normal. Look at how huge this thing is compared to my drone. Or my droid guy. Holy smokes. That came out of that little tiny ship. This ship wasn't even this big that we sent out. This thing is huge. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and head back to the planet. I'm going to have to do a lot of stuff off camera here to get everything up and running again. Where's the planets? There we go. But yeah, we're just probably going to run tier 2 conveyors because I think I have a ton of those in storage. I just don't have tier 3s being made. So I'm going to go ahead and probably connect everything in with tier 2s, plug everything in with the arms, get everything running again just to go ahead and start building up materials again. And then hopefully we can go ahead and start seeing this thing in its glory, right? We can start seeing it get put together completely. Currently, we only have 30 of these things up there, so hopefully these things are still there and they don't despawn. Again, I don't know. I don't see anything that says they would, but I don't know. Maybe they do. But we're also going to need to get the oil line and stuff back up and going in between episodes because we don't have any of that being generated anymore. So that's something I have to go ahead and set up again. But yeah, today, like I said, it's probably going to be a short episode. I'm probably never going to do another time lapse, to be honest. I don't like doing them. I just get really anxious about trying to find music that goes to them, and I don't like doing it. So I'm probably not going to do it again. But anyways, we're probably done having to move around the factory. That's probably the final setup it's going to have. And then we're probably just going to clone that over and over again on different planets as we start to go through the galaxy. But yeah, for right now, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.